Jen, HO3K zone Jen versus Timor. Claws out, Raffi-X.
Ninth place at SmashCon, Timor Esports, Raffi-X.
And also looking for a shot at getting himself in the top 12.
Can we disconnect your pro controllers, please?
Bruh. It is way too late in bracket to be doing that. Come on. All right, wait, hold on. Is he about to play Isabel? No, you're not. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
like, I know that I know y'all on the stream would have loved to see that, but like if it's not Ken, it's Palutena out of Jen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, here we go, folks. Like we said, Jen, obviously a top 4. I think he's number 4 currently in the state of New York. Raffi, I don't remember exactly where he falls in the New England PR. I think it's like top, but I'm pretty sure he's top 5.
I believe he's 4th or 5th currently, behind Ling Ling and company.
Yeah, and Raffi obviously riding a huge high after a 9th place out of this year last weekend, trying to continue soon, to continue his way, into Zeus's bracket. But this matchup is rough.
Yeah, we talk about 4th in New York. When you think about the people ahead of him on that, it's many people who are on the PGR list. In the normal, one of the consistent winners of Xenos every week is Jen.
Yeah, and he's been on a real hot streak the last week. He was feeling super confident coming into this weekend, and let's see if that shows in his play right now. He's off to a pretty okay percent lead against Raffi.
Yeah, and like you said before, this matchup very hard for Rob to regularly deal with. Having the fact that you want to lane with nairs, you want to be airborne, especially being such a big character, those nairs, those short hop nairs from Palu are going to be such a detriment to him.
Autoradical is going to catch the short hop jump, but again, good get out of shield option from Rob. That down smash is going to get punished with the back throw, though.
Yeah, I think Raffi was actually looking for a bounce off the gyro. I don't think he was ready for the fact that Jen would end up parrying it, looking for that down smash. Luckily for him, though, he's still alive. Let's see what he can do about all this pressure from Jen. Gonna get the down throw, goes for the up air, and that might be it.
Yep, the up tilt again, proven to be the great set up tool right there. You'll see a lot of Robs go for that. Once the ground hitbox and a down throw connects.
Yeah, you can mash all you want, but eventually it just true combos into itself. But that up tilt being able to set it up, but the down throw to back air, yet another true combo, gonna even things right back up.
Yep, that's exactly what you need, man. As long as you don't let these leads snowball away, things will be fine. Great parry on the nair right there. Rob doesn't have a lot of great landing options to cover below him, so that nair being one of the few good ones he has. So if you can, mitigate your damage with that, then you're in for, you're probably going to be all right in the matchup.
If you've been around for years, you know of the Raffi nair, but also, if you've been around for years, you're not used to seeing Raffi get as many of these cool strings that he gets. Just consistently getting more jab blocks as he goes and taking the lead against Jen, who was doing a good job of establishing pressure. We have as dead even of a game between these two as we've seen pretty much in these recent games.
Oh, there we go. Up smash will connect.
Everybody's favorite good old buffered spot dodge option. Being able to buffer out of spot dodge into that up smash, get it cost Jen that stock because he made one whiff on that grab. Raffi holding the lead.
There we go. Raffi just trying to extend his lead right now. Jen trying to get himself back in the thick of things.
Yeah, exactly, but if you're Jen, you always got to feel comfortable. No matter what, you have many options to deal with Rob. You see, go for the tomahawk in front of him, and that's going to lead to the back throw, down throw into the back air.
There we go. So great stuff there from Jen. He's so good at getting that that down throw raw back air. It's critical, getting those kills with Palutena.
Exactly. I think one of the strongest tools Jen has is his ledge trap capabilities. But Rob, on the other hand as well, just a ledge trap machine, quite literally. Just putting out those gyros at the ledge, being able to extend, and Raffi holding another lead. He's been catching Jen a lot on these landings.
There you go, gets a down throw again. Jen was maybe trying to sniff out a low recovery there from Raffi.
Yes, he was. He was hoping that he would probably air dodge, maybe because being afraid of a nair. But no down air is going to be available for him. Spin to win is not going to be enough just yet. But the snipes coming in with the laser is going to finish it out.
Yeah, Jen kind of falls asleep at the wheel right there, just jumping a little bit too far away from the ledge because you don't want to recover low against Rob because that down air is really good at kind of like peeking through the ledge, especially against Palutena where your teleport recovery, it's a little bit easier to two-frame you.
Yeah.
So definitely something to keep in mind there, but, nothing that Jen cannot, obviously, remedy and fix. And by the way, the winner of this goes on to play Strokaze, the artist formerly known as Stroder.
Yeah, changing his tag up, and neither one of these two changing their tag in any recent history. And the fact that Raffi's been playing so much better against Palus, between Nairo, between Jen and company, he hates this matchup. Like, normally loathes this matchup, and for good reason. But you see the changes that he's been making to go toe-to-toe with Palu. It's been really showing in stride, but currently getting ledge trapped to oblivion by Jen.
Yeah, that's the makings of a good player, man. Even the bad matchups are, somewhat doable. Ooh, that's going to be a lock situation. Goes for the roto arms.
Max damage that he would go for there. He could have cashed out into a smash attack, but you don't want to stale those early. A lot of times people will go for that instead. But I like the fact he forced him into the corner. Meanwhile, trying to find his way out of the corner. Jen not able to succeed on that ledge trap.
There we go. Ooh, gets the down tilt and the gyro being in perfect position to set up Jen for another follow-up, but regardless, going to be able to, negate that situation. Goes for the down throw once again. But again, able to frame trap because it was able to miss. That was so smart from Jen.
I love seeing that every time. Jen, well, if he knows that he might not get a true window to see the incoming up smash on that teleport cancel, forget what I was going to say. We're back to even.
Yeah, that was great adaptation right there on the part of Raffi. So let's see what the answer is going to be from either combatant. Dude, I hate it every time I try to pick up gyro and I just get hit by it. Nothing like grinds my gears more than that.
Being grinded literally by a gear. I think a majority of Twitch chat probably can attest to that too. But currently Jen, the one with that problem right now. However, the ledge trap, not so much. Gonna chase Raffi down. Good high recovery as well, though, getting out of there.
There you go, Raffi trying to work his way inside out. He's stuck in the corner right now.
Nobody puts baby in the corner is not true for Raffi right now. He can get himself away from the explosive flame, but he's been consistently recovering high, and Jen is noticed, and he's able to get that up air.
Yeah, Raffi Swayze, he is not, but that is neither here nor there.
And looking a bit like a ghost, currently stuck at the ledge, just trying to find an option to get himself in. And there we go, not a stock loss though, the back air not enough to do it just yet.
There you go, forward air once again, gonna buy Raffi a little bit of time. Jen just trying to clean up his plate right here, but having a hard time doing so.
And that was a perfect decision from Raffi there, and Jen just opting to take the hit, but he's gonna take yet another hit he was not expecting to receive. Forward smash gonna close that stock out.
That's not going to be enough just yet, but it's going to set up for an edge guard. Great use of the gyro right there from Raffi, knowing that Jen was probably going to throw out some sort of projectile to keep him, honest on the ledge.
Yeah, really reversing these ledge traps multiple times, but there's that option I love seeing used later on in matches. The ledge trap not used nearly as much, but now you see Raffi's definitely going to be looking for a back air. No, going for a second side B.
Oh, he might be out of gas soon.
Yeah, just recovering high as quick as possible. Any damage you take, fine, because you didn't lose your stock.
There we go, Jen back on the offensive right here. Now Raffi, again, once again, kind of stuck off in the corner stage. Jen having great control over center stage. That's going to be another reset. Oh, on the platform this time.
Speaking of reset, the Americano reset coming in, but he's able to air dodge and mash his way out of there, so he can avoid the follow-up up air.
Just for the down throw again.
Try again, and it eventually will not succeed.
Ooh, okay, try to go for the ledge trap with Jen buffering the roll to get himself back to the center of the stage.
And you see Jen looking a bit stressed out, trying to find the one option he needs. Oh, that's going to be a mistake. That's going to cost him the side B. Taking a 2-0 lead over Jen is Raffi.
Wow. So good stuff there from Raffi. Again, trying to, prove that 9th place last weekend was not a fluke to try to get himself in the thick of things.
Yeah, exactly. Just being able to play this matchup the way he's playing right now. If you're Jen being such a strong, fundamentally sound player, really keeping things, just exposing people for bad defense. But he's getting kind of opened up right now by R.O.B, and we're not used to seeing that.
Yeah, and it's not that Jen doesn't have, high-level practice in this matchup. Like, he plays against Dill every week.
Against Dill, exactly.
At Zeno, so. But whatever it is, Raffi's just kind of a R.O.B of a different color, both figuratively and literally. But
and the programming getting a little bit of an upgrade for Raffi, as they all are indeed just machines who make the correct decisions when they need to most. I love watching that, him just flail as he recovers with that up B.
Oh, it's one of the best parts of the character. It's so funny.
Gonna be flailing a little bit more on this ledge trap attempt here, but gonna land with that nair, gonna stop the pressure and relatively even up the percent after one interaction.
Ooh, there we go. It's down throw to the raw bear once again. Gonna keep Raffi in his advantage state. Jen, once again, off to a really strong start this first stock.
And catching him, I believe, on a shield poke at the end. Either that or Jen was trying to parry that last hit. Either way, Raffi, if Raffi was prepared, it doesn't matter! He's prepared anyway. He's gonna to close it out with the side B at the end. Jen taking an extra moment on the Angel platform, just trying to figure out what is going on and what do I need to do.
Raffi off the heezy with a great conversion on that first stock. That was crazy.
And even at low percents, deciding to read the jump with the side B, putting on a quick 22%. Jen gonna finally answer with a back air, but still just not.
Oh!
Not enough. It doesn't matter because he's gonna shoot back the laser and put himself back to a two-stock lead.
Nice shot indeed. Really nice stuff there from Jen.
Here we go.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
And you know what? We're going to see the replication of that Nair. Same thing always. Getting that last hit and bringing this back to even. You see Jen looking for his opportunity here. Goes for the cross-up, but Raffi holding his defense down, not getting hit.
Ooh, that could, yeah, I was going to say that could have been bad for Jen actually grabbing the gyro right there. Raffi in position. You have to smash that punish out of it.
Yeah, occasionally it's okay to get a hold of the item and just like throw it up or try and go for something if you know how the combo works. But when you're stuck up against somebody and you don't have that good of an item throw to get something out, oh, they're going to be hunting.
There you go,
Where's he going?
In the chase right now. Oh, okay, got to get cheeky with the footstool, but R.O.B with a fantastic recovery.
Yeah, and also R.O.B with a good route to go a little bit high, but not that time. Jen gonna seek it out, get the up here, and finally put himself in the lead.
Yep, Palutena's up there being a fantastic option to catch that right there. And here comes the pain right now.
Yeah, speaking of fantastic options, being able to go for those double nairs in the up air, quick bread and butter string, especially on those big bodies. And this is the type of thing to make it hard for Raffi to keep his composure. When you get hit that much, you swing that hard. He's gonna take a hard punish for it.
Okay, gets to reflect again.
That has been really the way that Raffi's been kind of counter edge guarding Jen consistently. And the fact that Jen is finally using that reflect on it after those 2 attempts, you might not see Raffi really utilize that laser as much.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, there we go. Reading the jump right there with the roto arm. So Raffi, 100% on the docket right now. Let's see if he's going to be able to rebound this.
Yeah,
win this in 3 games.
Raffi, that's a good way to get it started. He's already up 2 games on Jen. Jen trying to just put himself on the board with such a large lead.
Oh, that could have been it.
If he commits to a side B like that, Jen will just be losing his stock.
There you go, neutral. They're going to buy Jen some time. Trying to go for the back air right there, but just a little bit slow on the draw. This could be it.
Going for a forward air, just getting some stage positioning. Couldn't really kill in that position. But is he going to get Raffi on his landing? Yes, he is going to get him with the nair. Raffi doesn't really have too many other options.
Okay, neutral air connects again. Not going to be enough. R.O.B being a big body.
Heavy machinery coming in when you need it most. Get a little bit of extra weight. And the gyro, not enough to save you. Jen putting himself on the board.
There we go. Jen getting himself on the board here like you just said. That's huge, man. It's going to, it sucks to be in a 2-0 deficit, but, this is the bet that you made for yourself. And
exactly, and even with that game, even though he was behind, he still kept his mental fortitude in check. And that's a big thing that can happen to players along the way that cause that reverse 3-0.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Will we be seeing the reverse sweep? Possibly.
Potentially. We'll see what happens here. Obviously, the characters are going to say the same between both parties. So let's see if Raffi made the necessary adjustments, because he was starting to kind of figure out what was happening in that last stock. But unfortunately, when you make yourself, a bet as bad as you did in that situation, like, in the situation where you're treading water, there's only so much you can do about it.
Exactly. And normally on FD, this is a stage that Jen actually loves going to because he can trap people on landings. R.O.B may not have that many landing options in general, but he gets a little bit more zoning and doesn't have to worry about getting trapped on the platform.
Yep, exactly. So you're taking at least you're taking a strength of R.O.B that you're willing to live with, but you're also exploiting one of his biggest weaknesses.
Exactly, and when you're Jen just making these wrong choices, go for the reflect, but Raffi just getting the gyro. Raffi just following him all the way, had the heat-seeking missile activated, but not going to get him afterwards.
Goes for the back throw strictly for the stage positioning. Raffi recovering low to the ledge. But great lead on the roll.
Yeah, reacting quickly, realizing, you know what, the first one, he decided to chase me. Let me see if he does it again. Gets the roll read. Raffi taking the first blood.
There we go. Let's see what the response here is from Jen. Gonna get shield poked by that down smash.
Oh, Raffi was trying to look for some big damage right there. If he got the extension on that gyro, we could be looking at a clean 70-ish%. But instead, Jen not going to get the call on the air dodge. And meanwhile, Raffi's got to go for a possible regrab.
Oh, okay, that's going to be down throw. The forward is going to connect, but still going to be good damage. And yep, there we go. catching Raffi falling asleep with the wheel, catching him with the explosive flame does Jen.
Yeah, such an important idea to throw out that explosive flame just to catch people where they don't realize the option might be there. Just being able to ledge trap from literally full screen. We've already seen some of his own ledge jab blocks, but Jen finally putting one on the board too.
There you go, good forward air for Raffi. Gets another jab block of his own.
A rebuttal from the same positioning. We're seeing them put in all the stops and the option coverage from that frame trap from Raffi, getting him on the bottom there with that down smash and trying to go for that spot dodge cancel we talked about before for the up smash. Gets the anti-air though.
That could have been the answer that Raffi's looking for, Ajax. Let's see if that's, enough, but oh, Jesus Christ.
And you know what, you gotta be, Raffi getting called out on that up air, but he actually smiled. He wasn't too down about that. Jen currently on his last stock, but Jen in a much better position, just racking on his damage.
Oh, heavenly top tier, forgive me for I have sinned.
Both of these characters, quite literally one with the top, trying to find his way back in. Raffi trying to land with these nair to keep himself safe, but a nair of his own is Jen, gonna force him back to the ledge.
Okay, there we go. That down tilt once again, one of the best two-framing tools that Palutena has. In fact, in the game even, so.
Yeah, pretty much in general in the game, picking up everybody so easily off the ledge. Jen holding his ground, gonna force him back off stage. You don't get the play just yet.
Raffi is kind of falling apart in these last couple of ledge exchanges, Ajax.
Yeah, Raffi taking on so much damage, going from 41 to 132. Pretty much since that call out from that jump, this has turned into Jen's game.
Whoa, jeez. The fear in Raffi, man. Just like afraid to hit any sort of button on Palutena's
Yeah,
block.
luckily for Jen, dude, he air dodged into the stage there. He didn't take a punish out of that, so he got to be feeling good after not getting hit by that.
There you go. Okay, there you go.
No, and he fell asleep at the wheel again. Jen gonna take advantage of it, and first we were hearing New England, and now we hear Tri-State getting into it. We're going to game number 5.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the heck they're chanting, but I imagine, I hear a megaphone. That means Hangman's
there is a wild Hangman in the building with the megaphone, and New York getting alive and awakened. Not only do we see this match here, but Jewel currently playing up against Dark Wizzy over on the other stream too. If you are a fan of Tri-State players, you are feeling good about this right now. But if you're NE, you're hoping that Raffi can make this run back. Going into game number 5, running it right back to FD.
Yes, sir. In the ongoing battle between religion and technology, Ajax, we are going into the final game here between these two gentlemen.
Oh man, what a can of worms to open up with that conversation we could have. But we're gonna go ahead and let these two put their words on the table. One with possibly a book, the other one with as many gyro tops as he can.
And looks like whatever it is, Jen is just kind of woken up to what Raffi's been cooking at him right now. A big thing I've been seeing is that Jen is just jumping parallel with Raffi and not doing anything.
Exactly.
So I feel like it's kind of baiting Raffi into this false sense of security to where he's like, okay, I can jump here. He's not going to do anything. And then Jen's just like saving that trump card for when it matters the most.
And that's so important in a game 5, especially on the loser's side. You want to hold on to that option because you want somebody to be too comfortable, think that they can get away from a punish. But Raffi gonna close it out possibly here with the up air, and that's gonna be the first stock Raffi on the board.
There we go. So great answer there from Raffi. He did get eaten up, pretty hard that the first bit of that stock. Let's see what the response is from Jen now. He's been really good at keeping Raffi at the ledge.
And immediately responding after a stock loss too. And we've seen the last couple matches. After Jen has lost his stock, he answered with the up airs and he answered with the explosive flames. But Raffi turning it up. If he hit with the gyro, who needs a gyro when you have the Jets working for you? Shout out to Benny the Jets, who is showing Raffi apparently some new movement skill. And Raffi gonna go ahead and take a very comfortable lead. Jen currently reeling right now. Almost getting hit with the down air again, trying to catch him with the side B, but he's just gonna get by. Jen finally putting himself on the board.
There we go, down tilt to the RR back air. Jen finally getting himself on the board here after Raffi sends the venue into a tumble.
And you feel it. You can feel the NY crowd kind of losing a little bit of steam. But Jen getting himself on the board, that's definitely something they need. They're trying to wake him up, but New England also cheering on Raffi, hoping that he can take this out.
Yep, that classic Boston-New York rivalry, baby. It's huge. But Jen does not have much wiggle room. He's going to have to really play this close to the vest. The rotor arm's going to bite Raffi sometimes.
Oh, trying to go for the edge guard attempt again. Hopefully it doesn't cost him. Trying to catch him on the way up. Raffi, go ahead, go for it. The read attempted step,
Oh!
and that's going to be it.
Ball
He's gonna come
game!
into it, and Raffi's going to take it. And game 5, closing it out with a much better game, really just kind of demolishing the defense of Gen, and that was just a derailment as swift as it possibly come. Metro North currently in shambles, and we are looking at Raffi moving on in loser's side, Gen going down.
He's got electric boots, a mohair suit, and you know he read it in a magazine. But Raffi continuing to move on in loser's bracket here.
Wow, what an amazing set to, I believe, close out the night.
Actually, believe it or not, Ajax, we got one more coming up for you guys.
I am very